See, uh, I was talking yesterday, the making charity to Prata. So one thing I didn't get mentioned is this, before you make the charity to Prata, you need to clean the mouth. One thing I mentioned that. To do before eating, I did sometime. I did before breakfast, but then sometimes I have breakfast much earlier, and then before lunch. Then I do the prata. You see, before the main food. So one thing is that so they see after eating food, the human body seems to become very. I use the word pompous. Pompous. So how the small animals, how they see the lion, the huge animal, the face of the lion, how they feel so like that, kind of terrified, overwhelmed, terrified. but also one thing is the smell. You see, it seems you need to clean the mouth and the fingers. No food, there should be no food smell. Especially like onion, garlic, things like that. You see, smell come from the mouth, and then some of the predators they run away. When they smell food, some of the predators they run away. So then they don't get the food. You see, they drink. See, so therefore, probably there's also could be one reason. But I say need to clean. So that's for before doing that, it's good to clean the hand. After doing washing, then you do the prata. It's so good to clean the mouth and no smell, and then also the hands. You see, food and in the food, and also the especially the smell of like black food, like onion or garlic, things like that, and the smell. So some predators they run away. They smell shit like that. So that's one thing. So and also you need to cover your eyes. You need to cover with the when you're making that has a Ishikanda, the one that whole ocean. If you do the practice at the beach, the whole ocean become nectar. To the predators appears nectar to all the predators. So that or the whether you have swimming pool at the house or the river, however the outside there, whatever. So everything appears nectar to the predators. So by the power of mantra, there. So it doesn't. The Yeshikanta, when you do the practice Yeshikanta, it doesn't say cover the eye, but the those other times say when you do the water. It can be the eye can be covered in the other when you give food, but I mentioned the 3 types of food you see, but I think there was more. I think when I was reading, there was more. I think probably 2 extra ones. The one that you recited, Samandra, the Masada, all of them, 7 times. The food or the flowers or incense, whatever they. So they becomes offering to all of the Dharma Sangha, and that, and they have 7 or they about 7 or 8. How many? There was some number of benefits. Also you get some benefit of having rejoiced their merits, and their I think there was about 7 or 8 some benefits you get. So then there's making charity to the Changsong, so the Tamsi Changsong, they I didn't get to check, didn't get to ask lamas. So could be part of Preta, but there's something that I didn't get to check. So there's another, there's another. So that you throw the food to the water, so they get unbelievable. So those, benefit. So anyway, so when you're doing the water, you cover your eye. See with the basically cover because they when they see human beings' eye, they get so frightened. They see the face, especially with the eye. They get they're very pitiful. They're very poor, very unbelievable, ugly and bad. So when they see human beings' face with the eye, they get frightened. So that's why that's why. We wear some kind of what do you call this? Free hat. Oh, hat. All the people who are riding over the bicycles, and they usually wear something. Yeah.
Cap.
Huh?
Cap.
Cap. Yeah. So anyway, I remember Solukumbu's my teachers. They were doing this practice. Not this, but Torma Jatsa, one hand Thomas. Small bowl of Thomas, small bowl of Thomas. 100 in the morning, when after sunshine, they do that. So that also made it charity to Nagas, charity to Prathas, over 6 realms. I think my the Dhamma Sangha, I think this particular Prathas and Nagas. So there's a very special practice. There's 100 dharma, 100 pills, mixed with their say the Vajra and Zamba, that. So as it got a very special practice that charity, extensive charity for them. Also, within that, there's also making water charity. I do the water charity. I don't do the Dharma Jatsa 100 Dharma offering thing. I did just for some people, for some patients, I did that one Indonesia at the beach, Bali Beach. Bali Beach was empty. There was no water there. Sand. So I did one lady, somebody sick. So I did just very few times. I did receive the oral transmission of the commentary of that from Dr. Ling, which is the past life. So many people do that as a commitment every day. Many practitioners, they do the commitment every day. But I didn't. There was received the lineage, but there wasn't a particular commitment emphasized, to every day. So that's a very special practice. So it can be also it's a piece of bread, you can make 100 and then. So anyway, so that if you do that, then you get done the Jawashidan Tabicha. In a Guru Puja, it says. The skillful means of the four preparations. for activities or for preparations. There's a Guru Puja in the section of Lamrim, section of Lojong. So there's all Lamrim from Guru devotion up to enlightenment is transformation of mind. So it's all Lojong. But there's a Lamrim and Lojong, you know. All whole Lamrim is Lojong, total transformation. But there's a Lamrim Lojong, Lamrim Lojong Institute, Lojong. So the way of saying that, you see, the particular Lojong there, you know, the Bodhicitta, to do with the Bodhicitta, you see, the section, you see, so Lamrim Lojong, see, so that. But generally, whole Lamrim is Lojong, you know, transformation of mind, you see. From the wrong concept in the positive, in the path to enlightenment. So, Joachitang de Tapidi, Terra come to one of Jordan. Whatever, say, whatever immediately, say, one encounter, apply in meditation. Gomla Jordan. So, what is happiness, what is problem, whatever encounter, you know, happiness as a happiness, suffering, whatever, good and bad, whatever encounter, you immediately apply into meditation. So, Lojong Tamsik, Lamjin, Tanjo Tajin Chavasing, Lojong Tamsik, Labjin Yamlinji. With the practice, by doing the practice, you say, the Samaya Tamsik, Samaya pledge, and then the precepts, you see. So there are a number of things, the number of Samayas, the number of there's a number of the practice to do. So the advice, you see, of the Lojong. Then Lojong Tamsik Lapsen Yamlengi Tanju Tanjin Chaba Chinjil, please grant my blessings. This Tanjur tells the freedom, joy, the richness. So this practice report qualified by 8 freedom, 10 richness, you know, and to become meaningful, to be highly meaningful, not just meaningful, but highly meaningful. There's a question of the Guru Puja very built. So no matter how many, thousands there are, but it's actually whom you request is one, the Guru, the root Guru. No matter how many there are in the front of you, lineage Lama, so the, you know, lineage Lama is part of extensiveness and part of profundity and blessing and, you know, and the 4 Tantra deities, the 1,000 Buddha and all that, many of the, you know, many Buddha, Buddha, all the fortunate of this eon and this fortunate eon and then, you know, that Buddha, all the Bodhisattvas and the Arhatas, and the Dharma protectors, all that. How many there are? So many, but however, just one, whom you request, just only one. The root gurus, because all these are embodiment of that. No matter how many billions, zillions there, but it's all embodiment of that one thing. See, Lama, I say, Lama Losang to Lama and Losang Zongkapa, Tuwang, Satyamata Buddha, and Dosichang, Bajra. So however, that's also just one. So that's the very hard one, you see. Lama, the Guru, and Losang Zongkapa, then Tuwang is Mighty Buddha, then the so the Bajra with the so Lama Zongkapa's heart, there's a Shakti Buddha, and Shakti Buddha's heart, there's a Buddha Bajra, then Buddha Bajra's heart, there's a whom, so signify which signify this, you know, the Guru, root Guru, the however the, you know, yeah, the ultimate Guru. So So I heard you, even there it's just one thing. It's a different aspect, but just one thing. So all the no matter how many different aspects, lineage of all these different, including Dharma projectors, it's all just basically just one. Whom you are making request is one being. So so as mentioned in Tantra, all in one manifests into many, and one manifests into many, and many embodied into one. The Guru is like that. So so one has to know like that. So when you do the like this Guru Yoga practice, extensive Guru Yoga practice like this, one has to know basically just one one being, one being's is all creation, one being manifestations to guide you. All that, including the Lamas, including Shakyamuni Buddha, founder of the present Buddha Dharma, so all up to the down to Dharma practice, all manifest for you, manifest to guide, manifest in the form to guide you to do various activities with those aspects. So that, so that's the way to understand. So I have what do you say? Yeah, I'll talk about the verse from the Guru Puja, you see, the stanza. That stanza. So the Dharma Jasa includes those four as a preparation, George. Collecting merits, making purification, and then giving Dharma to the Dongay, the protectors and the protectors, not a potato, not making Dharma offering to the potatoes, protectors. Not telling to put Dharmas at the altar. I'm not saying put potatoes at the altar and give a Dharma offering to them. Anyway, protectors. Okay, so protectors and then give a Dharma offering to them that. And those, yeah, asking the protectors, if your mind is quite well trained, then you ask them to send all the obstacles to you. Asking the protectors, Dharma protectors, you see, to let me to receive all the obstacles like that. You see. You request the protector. You do a Dharma offering, and you may request. So somebody whose mind is trained, So the also send the spirit don't gag spirit possession, and the first also give harm, give. You see. So if your mind is trained lojong, then this is what you don't ask stop. You ask to do it to give harm. So you ask them. So you beg to them, please. That's okay. Anyway, so anyway, so somebody whose mind is trained, lojong, then this is what you do. But if your mind is not well trained, then you see you make Dharma offering, then you see to not harm. Because you are unable, your mind is not well trained, so you can't use when you get sick, when you get a problem, you can't use as part of enlightenment. You can't use it into happiness. For the happiness of all sentient beings, you are unable to use. So then you give Dharma to stop obstacles, you see, to practice Dharma. So that But so you up your mind, so some well trained, then you make term offering to them, and then you see allow the hum to receive hum. So then when you receive hum, it becomes dharma. It becomes most powerful means to say cookies means to achieving enlightenment for you, for sentient beings, and it becomes the most powerful practice. Purifies many evils, so negative karmas collected from beginningless rebirth get purified, and collected also the unbelievable extensive merits. So it becomes quick path to enlightenment. It becomes quick path to enlightenment for that person. So I think who is capable, who is able to use the problem, you see, for whom the problem doesn't become problem, for whom the problem becomes, the sicknesses, whatever happens, it becomes, kind of most exciting, most enjoyment, happiest life, because you can use that to achieve enlightenment, to achieve enlightenment. So when you do that, becomes the most powerful, quickest way to achieve enlightenment, and to liberate numberless sentient beings from the oceans of samsara suffering and bring them to enlightenment. So it becomes for that. See. So I'm saying, what the teaching was is, so this Dharma Jatsa includes those 4 practices. This is very powerful. So many people, many practices they do every day as commitment. So anyway, so that it has also offering water to the nagas is there also. I think as I might have mentioned some time ago. So before I was just doing the water, because the practice, not so much you collect extensive merits. Of course you collect. But not really of the purpose of doing what, not really of that. It's really because the most unbelievable suffering, unbelievable. Imagine, as I mentioned, can't find a spoon of food for hundreds of years or 1,000 years. Can you imagine? And also drink one drop of water, I can't find. So can you imagine? So there's so many other problems. So I thought, so they really need that. So I thought it's well basically for that, But then, then in Singapore, when I was one time in Singapore, so Jabji Rinpoche was there, and some talk happened on that during the water, and then Rinpoche advised better to do Zambala, offer water to Zambala first. Then with that water, then you do the prata. Then it's much more effective for the pratas, because Zambala is the embodiment of generosity, compassion Buddha, to eliminate the sufferings of sentient beings, to eliminate the suffering, the poverty of sentient beings. You see, so. So the story is that I think maybe Bodh Gaya, I think when Lama Tisha was there, so he saw one man dying of starvation. So Lama Tisha, he wanted to cut his flesh and feed the. So he wanted to feed the old man, but the old man didn't accept his flesh to eat. Then the Lama said, "You are correct, and you can't eat monks, meet. You see. Monks or the Arya beings, I'm sure. Maybe monks. So then Lama Tesha was very disappointed. Lama Tesha was very disappointed. So then Lama Tesha lay down, on the sand. On the sand, must be outside with the sand. So Lama Tesha lay down, very disappointed. So then suddenly a light came around, and then Lama Tesha looked up. So Chenresi appeared. So then Chenresi said, "Don't worry, I have method." The Chenresi manifested Zambala. Chenresi manifested Zambala. So that there were different types of Zambala. So there are different ways eliminating poverty. So through the water, by offering water to Zambala, or offering water over the head of Zambala, the white Zambala, and then the 4 Dakinis, the Zambala entourage, offering water to them. If you have a statue, of course, if you have tsatsa, if you have a statue, the statue, that tsatsa, you can offer water. That doesn't destroy the tsatsa, something, or tsatsa, if it has some glue or some, some, pen that proves waterproof, then you can offer water, or the actual statue. You can make very small ones, doesn't have big, like that. And then there's also yellow Zambala, and then then there's black Zambala. So the others you offer on the head, but the black Zambala you offer at the belly, at the stomach, belly. Yes. And the embodiment of Genesis. So that's just some there was some aspect of the story. They were with the Buddha in India those time. I don't know, Majida or the King Majida or somebody, I'm not sure. I don't know, there's somebody attacking, they throw a stone. So anyway, the stone hit on the Zambala's head. The white Zambala and the yellow Zambala, it hit on their head, made a wound. Some of the story that. And the black Zambala, they were all together there, but the Zambala, the stone hit on the belly. So, so then I think maybe that's just aspect of what is taken, like a sort of like ordinary aspect. So then if you offer water, maybe it was healed by offering water that time. So that's why, therefore you offer water on the head. Black one you offer belly, on the belly. The black one is standing, so you offer water. So that. So say, if you don't have a statue, you can visualize. You can do the offering by visualizing. You can do that. But of course, you see, the most powerful thing is you to collect most extensive medicines is always think of the guru. You can think of the. So, Eastern Dalai Lama or Rinpoche family, then inform Zambala. So that's the offer, is most meditative practice. So that so it's because of that then you offer water, it is correct unconscious merits, you say that. So anyway, so that water offered Zambala. So you also at the end you take liberty as blessing, can be also 8 others can drink that, and then that is water. Then you make prata, you make charity prata. So then it's very powerful for the to relieve poverty, the suffering poverty of pretas, you say. So so that's one offering water, and then to eliminate the poverty, see, of sentient beings. And then the other one is to for wealth. So so sometimes I make fun. So I say these Zambalas are very small. See, these Zambalas started they're very small. You see, but I say, but there is just the responsibility to build a material statue. Many story. So many. Well, the largest one is the 50 story. There was 50 story. So 50 is a house in a 50 story. So there's the length of the statue. So anyway, they are very small. Example, they are very small, but responsibility 50 story. Material the statues. So sometimes just to make joke. So anyway, yeah. Then also world vase. The other method to pacify the suffering poverty of sentient beings, to increase the wealth, it needs often needs for sentient beings, you see, prosperity. So there's poverty has two types of poverty. One is the inner poverty. That's a lack of realizations, lack of dharma understanding, words, meanings, and realization. That's another poverty. And then the external poverty is a poverty of wealth, material needs. Okay, so so the one is by making a world vase, by having Zambala statue inside the statue, or if possible, if not, then say pictures, whatever. So anyway, you have to visualize it. Put something there, you visualize Zambala there. So I say maybe say syllable of Zambala right on the wood or something, on some material, then you put there, you don't have a statue. They bless that as Zambala. However, then so keeping the world vase in the house, or the world vase, you put beginning of the water that people drink in the city, where the water come from, the water source. So you bury the vase there, water, so that you are able to have connection with all those people, and then you are able to, then they listen to you, they respect you, then you can bring them to enlightenment. You can bring them in Dharma, bring to enlightenment. You see, so that or the so that so there are a few different things like that. With the world vases. However, so some of the only very few center had world vase from His Holiness Rinpoche in the past, but most didn't have. So when I saw the text, Zambala world vase text, how to make all the. Then in Nepal, I met 60. The very first time, I met all together the clay pot, like this small 60 to all the centers to have. So, but I have no idea what what has been changed. Help the centers in their needs. I'm not sure. So, the for so many years before, so so of course we did the meditation courses in Nepal. So after the explosion of the discovery or the explosion of the LSD and Buddha grass and all those things you see happen in the West, that completely broke the fixed concept. They completely broke the fixed concept in the West. The young people, very fixed concept of the life. Very fixed concept. So you see, broke. So then they made them to do the experience. They made them to say, for example, the mind can travel without the body. These kind of things they thought that's some kind of experiences. So that mind can exist without body. So something like that. And those are the main things anyway. So so many people they wanted new life. They were annoyed or dissatisfied or life in the world. The very the very how to say the society life, that very fixed, so good. Some of say unhappy with that or dissatisfied with that. So many people, I guess the karma changed. Basically, the karma changed, and then the outside condition is the drugs, and so that. So then came to look for new life in the Nepal. Then, so then they see many books. Some see Hindu religious books. Then that time, there was only very few Lama Govinda, who met Tromogisi Rinpoche, the great yogi, in Tromo, just behind Sikkim, very close to Sikkim. So you cross the very high mountain border and then reach in that Tromo. So he wrote a book, Way of the White Clouds, and so that became popular. Then another book, Science and Western Science, and some like those appearances of what happens during death, absorption, 24 absorptions, whatever. Some things, Tantra experience, so I ever put together, I haven't read. So 2 books written by Lama Govinda. So so there were where the white cloud. So many people who have that karma to see that book, and then to look get inspiration, and then to look for Buddhism. You see, to look for guru. So because he met Rinpoche Rinpoche. So so that. Then then there was a Milarepa life story. There was one book. Then a little bit later, there was a Pata Turtle. Pata Turtle, you know, this. So by hearing you get liberated from the law of Rima, something like that. So introducing about intimate stage like that. Pata Turtle, the Buddha, Tibetan Buddha, dead. Tibetan Buddha, dead. Dead or dead? Dead. Dead. Tibetan Buddha, dead. So so yeah, this book that was also exist in English that time. So that's it. Then there was another book came. Somebody who lived, a professor who lived in Thailand, and there was a book one which is Wheel of Life on the cover. Very nice English. So they came. Then then after several years, so then two small books came from it. 2 small books produced from it by students from office Dharamsala. One is SM Buddhism, something, and the one is Introduction Tantra. I'm not sure what. 2 small books. Maybe it's about 6-7 pages, something like that. 2 small, two small pamphlets, yeah. Came from Dharamsala. So that. Yeah. So some people see Milarepa book, then they get inspired. So it depends on the karma. So some similar book, they get inspired. So some see the Buddha dead, and some see like that. You see, it depends on their karma. So they came to look for Buddhism in Nepal. So we have one old student, many old here. The old student, you would know. So Italian is Pero Cherry, you know, the famous one. Pero Cherry. So his karma to Milarepa's book. So he read the Milarepa life story. Because it talks about the renunciation and the ascetic, you see, Milarepa lived in caves. So he gave away everything. So he gave away everything, and then gave away everything, all the material possessions, gave away. Then he came to Nepal, and so he's wearing a very thin, very thin yellow dress, very thin that you can see through, you know. Kind of. Very thin dress, just one, you know. Just all one. A very thin dress. So this is where he lived in Nepal, Kapan. You know? Okay. I think maybe did course. I'm not sure. That was early, very early time. So he said. So his friend Claude on the fat one. So he was there. I think he was there for the second meditation course. The Mesuma Karuna. Huh? Mesuma Karuna was there with his wife. I forgot her name. Karen. Huh? Karen. Yeah. Carol. Oh, that's right. And with it, the baby was born there. So very small. So they came to Lauto. I remember. So when we were leaving Lauto, we arrived way down main road. Then Lauto is very high. So they still didn't come down. We were waiting down there, coming, waiting for after we were leaving. They were there for, I think, for quite some time. Anyway, so Mesuma, second course he was there. So the subject came to up to karma. Then I had to leave to take teachings from Hiruga, initiation of commentaries about him in the garden in South India. So Lama also need to go, but Lama gave up. Lama gave up. He decided to complete the course, and Lama gave me he sacrificed his, Lama need to receive it, but he sacrificed on me, you see. So that, so this, anyway, so I think many people had come up with the Milarepa, the book, you see. So then, that started. So so Buddhism spread in Italy. Buddhism spread in Italy. How that happened? That so Mesuma Karuna and Piero Cherry and Claudio. So they friends. You see, basic theme. And then there's a maybe later there was a Stefano, but he was much later. So anyway, so due to that, there was also then later also Maximus' brother Luca. So the Buddhism spread in Italy because of them. So they came to Nepal, and then so it started. Then they went back. Then they arranged, and then Lama and myself came to Italy and did courses. So different times. So then later the family, Maximus' family, shared for the property. You see, so Lama Zopa Rinpoche, the property all that belonged to Maximus. The family, parents shared to their children. So that was his share. So then he offered Lama. So that's how the Lama Zopa Rinpoche happened. Able to start center there. Then from there, all the branches of the center happened in Italy. So gradually. So that and then Geshe Stopten was first Geshe Stopten. The Baksa, there was Lama's one best friend. I mentioned already the other night. So he was a resident teacher there for 3 years, and then taught completely, I think, about the Chautara and what else, I'm not sure that. Maybe Lambrun. So anyway, then Geshe Shampa was, he was a teacher at Kapan Monastery for quite a number of years. Then he was asked to be teacher at the Lama Zopa Institute. So at the beginning, I think too many years people to realize, to know about him. So, yeah, I mean, beginning for quite a number of years, people, didn't realize much, and also maybe didn't learn much Dharma. So then gradually, then Lama and Geshe Champakatso together at Gabon, they made this plan, master program, say 7 or 8 year program. So they arranged this, and that's so Geshe Champakatso wanted to accomplish this because he was there with the Lama. So that's how it happened. Then the basic program, how it happened was the 5 year program. And that's something you can learn in short time. You can finish, you can learn, you see. So that's Anil N from Canada. She was ordained with Mama Max. She was a Lincoln school teacher, American school teacher in Kathmandu for many years. Very good teacher. So she was the one who first one, Zina, so who looked after us for many years. We met Darjeeling, then 9 months so we stayed with her, and then Nepal for many years. Then they met Mama Max. So she became nun. She said, how do you say African American? African American. To get visualization, so they were ordained. I think maybe ordained by Sinus. I think Sinus Dharma. Anyway. So it's many years ago. But I think anyway, and I didn't think. So she helped when I was building Laudo Monastery. She was there helping me bookkeeper. She was doing bookkeeper, and she trying to help me to. Bookkeeper. Anyway, and then also Kapan, when we were building Lama was building Kapan Monastery, then also she was also helped during that time. So there also Peter, also there, who's doing the, who has been in the past for many years for Mitzvah project. I think it was that time. So anyway, and then Chinese Institut Queensland. After we did the first course, where 200 people, the what's it called? Diamond Valley? No.
Diamond Valley.
Diamond Valley. In the large tent. And then people had lined up to the kitchen. The kitchen, there were a tent, you see. And then Lama Master had a small house. They cut the trees. And sliced. They put it around. And inside this white pepper. What do you call this? When you do packing cups, when you pack the cups, things like that, it goes like this. So. Except the floor, but it's all white. So one Lama room, one of my room, then kitchen is just outside. You know, there's a outside there's a, you know, what do you call? There's outside there's a balcony, not balcony, balcony. Veranda, yeah, small veranda. On the edge, there's this wood goes around. So where the Lama room, there's a small kitchen there, and then you got it's very simple, very simple, but very small house. And the bathroom, toilet backside. So during the time, one time fire, you know, the old trees, so fire happened. One time during the course, fire, but it didn't, you know, our house didn't get burned, but just, you know, close by. I think maybe students went to start the fire, I think. Anyway, so she was there, and then she and Ishkandra was there. So she lived there. That area. So there's land. There's a huge land that bought by 4 people. Dr. Nick and Dr. Nick's friend Ishkandra. Then Tom and Kathy. 4 people bought this land, and then they left to tour in the world. So the investment. So anyway, then they offered this land for center, Chinese Institute. So there was nothing. So we did the blessing with the Theravada Parkhande Polo is popular at that time. Giving teachings of meditation. Then after many years, then he became as a Nyingma, I think. He became Nyingma. He gave up manga then. So anyway, so she lived near Tom Kathy's house, near the place where it was. So for quite a number of years, then they had one house with pieces of wood put together, pieces of blocks, wood, I mean not block, wood put together. She was small behind their house. So then she was there for quite a number of years, and then she brought, a piece of the one old car, one board or plank or board, few transported to there on that land, few in one time, another time, few like this. Gradually, the Chinese Institute happened. It was very nice, very beautiful, very nice center, quite large, very complete window around, very nice. So, so it is very extremely beneficial. Now, so many years. How long? How many years do you think? So anyway, I think first resident teacher was Geshe then Lotin, who has center in Melbourne, very big center. For 3 years, translator one in Lama, that's what you Sarache. They gave many teachings. He taught Matamika, he taught already, even during that time, gave many teachings. Many teachings were done during those 3 years. And then I think after that, who was there? After that, Lama's relative, I'm not sure brother or not, but close relative, Geshe who has very good understanding, who has a very good understanding Dharma, the philosophy. So he became a resident teacher for 6, 7 years. No,
just a short time.
No, I think more than 5. More than 5. I think anyway, 6, 7 years. More than 5 years. Then Geshe Lama Goncho was there. It is supposed to be 1 year, but I think he didn't stay. He taught liberation palm in your hand, then he left. much area. Then the Geshe string and as teacher had now so many years. Started the basic program many times. I think how many times? In the third round. Now third. See. So there are how many nuns there now? So 22 nuns there now, and there were some monks before, but I think maybe disappeared. So not so much come up with the monks there. So yeah, largest number of nuns are there in Italy. Not Italy, Australia. So anyway, so the so the string, which who have studied well in the monastery, so good understanding the philosophy. So taught, put a lot of effort educating. So yeah, so it has been unbelievable, beneficial. Also the Lama gave many teachings there, retreats. So Geshe Legden, above Sarache, Geshe Legden was there for a long time. At that time Neil was helping. So yeah. So anyway, it has been unbelievable beneficial. So this was built by Anneli Ann. With so many years of patience, not easy to get not easy to get the fundraising. I mean, not easy to get all that, little by little, like this, with a lot of patience. So it's been very beneficial for that center for so many years. So the courses and besides the basic program. But then the Melbourne Dar House Kishtoga, then many branches happened after and other places, you see. There's that. So, I'll say. So Italy, so in Australia, they're very good, very educated young Geshes. The Vajra in Sydney is started by Roger. That center started by him while he was doing the cleaning business job. While he was doing that, he started the center, and he himself then teach Dharma at the center. So he did all these things at the same time. That for quite a number of years, and then now there's a new young learned teacher who was teacher of the Tibetan University, and then also Perth, and there's Adelaide, and there's one young, is he from Baksa, who studied very well. So then Bendigo, there's also Geshe there, who have studied very well in the monastery. So that. Then the Melbourne, there's Geshe Toka, and so that. So before there was Geshe Dawa from Baksa, you see, very good Geshe, learned. So he's still there, but he resigned from the FMD, the teacher. So this also Australia, the Buddhism in Australia spread like that. How that happened in Australia like that. There was no Geshe before us. There was no Geshe there. And, Italy, there was a Geshe Jambal Sangye. He has been only teaching at the university, never started center. So, so didn't get to spread Dharma in that time. See. I mean, I'm talking the old times. See. So anyway, so the so Zina, she that was when the explosion of drugs happening. So she saw this wave, the white cloud, Lama Govinda's book, and then she came to look for Trungpa Geshe Rinpoche in Darjeeling, maybe from the United States, I think. Look for Trungpa Geshe Rinpoche. She thought Trungpa Geshe Rinpoche there, but Trungpa Geshe Rinpoche was in Tibet at that time. The incarnation didn't come back, didn't come to India. At that time was in Tibet. So she came to, there are two monasteries, Darjeeling, not Darjeeling, but Gum monastery. At Gum, there are two monasteries, one old one, I think built by the Indian government, I'm sure. One that was built during the past life from Geshe Rinpoche. Then the new one, I don't know what happened, but then there was a new one built. When you're at Gum, when you're going to Darjeeling from Gum monastery, from train station, when you come out a little bit, then there's a monastery down below the road, just down below the road, car road. That's the new monastery. So I stayed there many times because I had a TV when I was at Vajra, so I went there many times to stay there. So then so she came there one morning and what happened? Huh?
Joan misunderstood what you said.
What?
She thought you said you had a TV, not TV.
I said, no, sorry, I meant to say, not TV, not TV, TB, TB. So she came to look for Trungpa Geshe Rinpoche. So there was one monk. We were in the room. Lama and Master we were in the room. The monk teacher who brought me who came in Tibet, became monk Trungpa Geshe Monastery, and brought down we escaped through Bhutan to India. So then he helped me. Then also Baksa to Indian Seraja Monastery, made offerings. So it is a room. He's a monk, a senior monk from Trungpa Geshe Rinpoche's monastery, Tibet. So he was there. So we were in his room. So one shorter monk, his name is Dugda. Dugda, son of the dragon. So he thought that Zina must be our friend. He thought that because I was speaking some English words broken, you see. So he thought she might be our friend. Then he came. He opened the door. He didn't open the door completely. He opened the door a little bit, and there's your friend. Then she came very tall, and she had a Tibetan, the sweater that sells at the bus station, and Darjeeling. So she had that, and then, I said, blonde hair. And then my teacher, this monk who brought me from Tibet, he put the big mark, huge mark, the monastery monk's mark, huge. The big kettle, Tibetan tea. The Tibetan tea, nothing special Tibetan tea, very common. So, so he offered the tea, completely filled up. Then she drank completely. Then after that, I never saw her drink Tibetan tea. I never saw her. Any monastery we go there. So I think she had all the Tibetan tea at one time. So anyway, yeah, that. Then I was trying to translate for Lama, just a little bit of what I can. So then she came for 1 month every morning, leave the car there, leave the baby there with the Nepalese girl. Then she came down, then 1 hour she asked questions, So there's her main book is the Madame Blavatsky, the very big book. She wrote several books. That's one thing, one big book, Madame Blavatsky, I think. So that was her main book. She read everywhere, wherever she goes. She carried that at the house and marked everywhere. So Nepal kept on in our room, big, large, white bed, animal skin cover. So then she read the book. So this is her main book, one main book is this. She read this, marked it. She read unbelievable number of books. If she did that to Buddhism, wow. I don't know how much she can. Can memorize all this, but that time spent reading Buddhism, wow, so meaningful. Anyway, well, there was one dog. I forgot the name of the dog. Dog stays on the bed, and then in the evening time she doesn't much food, just the yogurt and with the nuts. That's what they normally eat. So then she eat a few spoons, then read the book, then the dog is there, dog licks, and then she eat a few spoons, then read. So together. So this is how it started, how it was. Yeah, then we spent nine months. She asked to move down, so we stayed 9 months. Then after that, then she left for Sri Lanka, and the idea is to start a Mahayana center in Sri Lanka. So we went to Baksa. I went there to study. Then they went to Dharamsala to meet his sons. And then there was, Russia and India, some political difficulties. So it didn't happen to go to Sri Lanka. It was very good. I don't think it would be successful there. So I think then Lama thought to go to Nepal. So then because of that, we came to Nepal. Then there was a special bird year as the special year to make pilgrimage in Nepal. So because also I arrived there, so people from mountains, so many people came to my pilgrimage, and then my mother, everybody came to see me after so many years since I left Solokhumbu. I know when I was 13, 14, I didn't see for me. So she sent a person in Tibet to look for me, took over. And then she said, when it was backstage, I heard that she said that now she's happy. And now even if she has only water, she's happy to drink, to live on that. So after she heard that, I was arrived to India from Tibet. So then, yeah, then the Laudo monastery, Laudo say, all that returned back by the Laudo Lama, the previous who other lamas recommend that was past life. So then this is how to then build a monastery up there. Then Lama built a couple of monasteries. I built a monastery up there. So this house. Then from there, then from there, since the course, since we started the course, so the how did the course happen there? Kapang course, you see this is how it happened. The story. So we came to Bodh Gaya with the Lama to receive teachings from his Rinpoche about Yamataka, coming to things like that. So then that time there was a Japanese monk came from Scotland, somewhere England or somewhere. So he Zengo, he started course there. So Zina wanted us to do course like, I mean, not doesn't mean same subject, but so the idea came from that. So then she requested Lama. A few times Lama didn't accept, but I want very much to do the course, to give course, because I've been reading this Lojong, this Lamrim text, which I told you yesterday. This Gachin Gelson's, the great teaching, the thought transformation. So I've been reading that for quite a number of years while I was building Laudo Monastery, going up, coming down. So I was very inspired to do it. So then 2 times she asked Lama didn't accept. So then she asked me. So I asked Lama. So Lama says, if you think it's okay, if you think beneficial, do it, something like that. So then I accepted. Then I did the 5-day course. So 2-page, 2-page, 2 lines on the purpose of human reproduction, something like that, 2 lines. Then the hell, for the hell, there's 5 lines, So that's it. That's it. So there was one nun, American nun, but now I don't know what happened. Didn't meet for unbelievable number of years. Didn't know. So anyway, she helped. I think she helped. So I did the course. So the very end tonight was Bodhicitta. So then the people came from Bodh Gaya, more people came from Bodh Gaya after the Zen monks course. Then I think due to karma, so the last one was Bodhicitta. So they really they were extremely happy. So there was one man, his name is Dennis. He became Mongolet. Anyway, so he closed down my clock. He didn't want the teaching to stop. He wanted to close. So of course, that time following the schedule. See. So anyway. So Zina was there. That was the only course that Zina was there. The first course, it was the only time Zina was there. So she got so inspired. She was so astonished. Then I went to have dinner with the Lama. Then she told Lama how to went. She was so astonished. Then that's how it started, the second course. So the people who came there for courses, then of course it benefits to them, you know. So then they want to do the same benefit to the other people, friends, you know, back in their country. So that's how the you know the centers started basically from the Kapang courses. So like that. So of course then after some day much happened to us. Then of course started from there as well, those main centers. As I mentioned, Lama Zopa, as I mentioned, you know, the Institut Lama, the center there, Queensland. So anyway, then from there many happened with that. So in the early times, I had great difficulties at the center. So I think I don't know much but I know Spain, Barcelona lost I think $100,000, I'm not sure what. Huge number of money lost because the people who were running the center didn't have the experience in business. But the good heart. So all the centers started, you know, by the students coming from Nepal, coming from the course, and then started with good heart. So much is like that. So, but but themselves didn't have much experience or didn't have any experience of management or how would say all this, you know, business or anything. Didn't have experience. So great difficulties for so many years. Great difficulties. And then he invited a resident teacher in the translator. I mean, you know, there's a lot of expenses. So, yeah, great. The type of business didn't work for many years. Didn't work. I heard, yeah, $100,000 or something, huge loss. So that's what I heard. That particular center. But anyway, I mean, so. That time we didn't have all the buses. So now I'm coming back. So you see, yeah. So much later it happened. So great difficulties. You know, the oldest students, they say, start center. The great difficulties. Wow, so much hard work. You know. Many difficulties went through. So continue to see. So now I say, because of the result of those early time directors, those students see work very hard and you know so much difficulties they went through. Dedicated to their life in there. So then now, say the development of the so now. Spiritually, see they having great success. There's so, you know, all this fire program, the master program. So many centers happening. So the idea is master program also to start. We have the teacher, qualified teacher, you know, Geshikin teacher, so that. Also, basic program is happening in many places. So, so the Dharma education, so there's so much developed, so much unbelievable, always so much teachings. So amazing to learn ourselves, to learn and also to benefit others. There's so much opportunity. So depth in the philosophy, you know, depth, clarity in depth, you know. I say, not just only believe. So unbelievable progression happened. And also so many retreats. So many retreats happen, group retreats, individuals. Meditate on the path. So I see by looking back, many years, so many students develop good heart. By looking back, many years, many students develop good heart. More and more. So I think that's the most wonderful thing to see. Wonderful success. Most wonderful thing, best thing, accomplishment. Then also externally, now you see also not like from those times, so much difficulties. You see so not like that, much more experience, and you see more externally also much more developed. You see, generally speaking. So there's been there's been great progression to benefit the world, to help the world, the sentient beings, to liberate from oceans of samsara suffering, bring to enlightenment. So I think it's wonderful things. So now there are so many different ways, so many different, not only teaching, and not only teaching Dharma straight, but there are many other ways, so many ways to help. Through many different social services, through many different ways to help the mind, to understand Dharma and to develop compassion. So I think it's a wonderful thing, most wonderful thing. So that's, so I think that's it. So I think maybe, so I got carried away. So that's it. Yeah. Maybe I'll stop there.